not need somebody trying to offer me credit cards at high interest rates telling me I can get a trip to Mars. I'm totally good with that.
Oh, the Visa guy.
Yeah.
No interest rate. Book that cruise today.
Come do it now. Right, no, thank you.
Hey, this is Adasa, the voice of Dolores from Disney's Encanto, and you're listening to the Magic Our Way podcast with Kevin, Danny, Eli, and Rachel. And before I go, because I am the voice of Dolores, I gotta say, hey, grew to live in fear of Bruno stuttering and stumbling. I can always hear him sort of muttering and mumbling. I associate him with the sound of falling sand. Tss, tss, tss. Stay tuned for more.
Jumbo, everyone.
Harambe.
And welcome to another edition of
The Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
The Magic Our Way podcast.
They are truly magical and whatnot.
Asante Sana, everyone. You're listening to the Magic Ari podcast from New Orleans, Louisiana. And on this show, we invite you to feel the libations.
Feel it, feel it.
We are artistic buffs and not artistic cream puffs. This is the show in which every opinion is welcome. MagicRway.com is where you can find us for this show. We discuss Rachel's latest cruise aboard the Disney Magic and her time at Lighthouse Point's Lookout Cay. And look, this isn't your typical polish, practice, pixie dust and Disney podcast. No way. We are not in the Magic Kingdom every day, letting you know when the Lewis animatronic is down at Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
That's right, Kev. We're just here to drink and talk some Disney Cruise Line because we like big boats and we cannot lie.
Ooh-wee. And all you listeners have the easy part. All you guys have to do is listen up to what we think up while we drink up.
My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
Yeah, I'm Eli.
And I'm Rachel, and I actually like the small boats a little better.
It's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
I like all the boats. That's all I'm saying.
He just likes being able to drink again.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's that.
Those antibiotics are still making their way through.
Yeah, keeping them at tempered. Yeah.
I'm a good guy.
And look, the easiest way to support us is to book a vacation with Rachel, and a little piece of that comes back to support us. Also, please leave a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts and or wherever you access our show. Be sure to like and subscribe as well as turn on those notifications so you never miss an episode of the Magic RE podcast. And also, we want to thank our Patreon supporters for all that they do for us. Alrighty, also, enough of our jibber jabber. Let's talk about that OG boat, the Disney Magic, and its visit to Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. Welcome to the Hub, the main topic segment of our show. And as I stated in the intro, we are talking about Lookout Cay over at Lighthouse Point.
Lookout.
Did I say that right, or is it Lighthouse Cay at Lookout Point?
No, you did it right.
I did it right. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Lookout Cay. Okay. I think it's Lookout Cay. Lookout Cay. I
Lookout
like
Cay?
that.
Cay.
Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. There's
Low
a lot
key.
of L's there, so it kind of got flipped. But Rachel got to experience it, so I'm really looking for. I haven't had a chance to check this out. You know, I've been to Castaway Cay, but I've never been to this new one that just recently opened. And so I'm like very excited to hear about this. And not only she get to do that, but she traveled on the OG Disney Cruise Line ship, the Disney Magic, the one that started the whole thing.
Oh my God.
The whole shebang. So maybe we could touch a little bit on that just to see how the old girl's doing. But yeah, let's get into it. So where do you want to start?
Yeah. Well, last week we had your trip report that was from like Memorial Day weekend, right? Like around there.
Yeah.
And you did a 5+2, and you were saying it was like a new MOWican tradition. And so I was like, well, I have to do a Lookout Cay 5+2. So that's what I did. I have a Lookout Cay 5+2.
I love it. And if you guys remember, that's like Firehouse 5+2 like band that the Imagineers put together.
Yes.
It's like a little side job. They all play music instruments. So that was my homage to that. And so I'm glad that Rachel's continuing that tradition.
Okay.
I am. So I figured I would do it like 5 things I loved about it and 2 not so much.
Ah, nice.
So that's my
I like
5+2.
that twist.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah, a little twist.
Mhm.
So yeah, we went to Lookout Cay. It was on a 3-night cruise from Fort Lauderdale. Fort Lauderdale is a new permanent port for Disney. So one of the things that people often talk about is like, oh, you should sail out of Port Canaveral because it's actually like Disney's terminal and you get to walk through the Mickey ears and that whole thing. Fort Lauderdale is just like that now.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
It's Disney's terminal. And so they have the big Mickey ears. You walk through the Mickey ears to go onto the ship. And the whole terminal, like waiting area is themed to Finding Nemo. And they have like the ceiling art that makes it look like it's bubbles, like they're underwater. And then the walls are all painted to look like you're underwater and it's Nemo and friends. It was cool. I liked it.
That's very cool.
I like that.
Please tell me you took pictures.
I did take some pictures.
Okay,
yeah,
great.
it was cool.
I want to see that.
Yeah, it was really cool. So I liked the terminal and it felt a lot like Port Canaveral. So I think if people are looking for that like full Disney experience, Fort Lauderdale, you're safe. You're going to get the full Disney experience.
Nice.
The only thing I didn't see, although I didn't walk around the terminal a ton, was a cruise ship model. You know how they have that model
Yes.
in the Port Canaveral?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't see anything like that.
Hmm.
But I also didn't walk around a bunch. So it's possible it was like in the back corner and I just didn't go back there, but I didn't see one.
Oh, that's I was hoping to have like the newer ship as a
I know,
model
that
or
would be
something.
cool.
That would be kind of neat with the cutaway just to check out, see what's happening. It's like a promotion, but okay.
Especially the Disney Destiny is the new ship that's going to Fort Lauderdale. And that's going to be like a Fort Lauderdale ship.
It's based out of there. Okay.
So it'd be cool to have that model out there. Maybe they will when the ship starts.
That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, anticipation while you're waiting to board.
Mhm.
Yeah, and you
And
get to
stuff.
see like a cutout model.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
so the terminal was nice and it's a Disney experience and I really liked it. And security was easy. Getting to the terminal was easy. It was all easy. So that was great.
Did they have their own parking structure? Like, well, I guess
They do.
Yeah, okay, good,
They have
yeah.
their own parking structure and everything. Yeah, we didn't park. We took an Uber, but that was all easy. Yeah.
No testing.
no testing.
No.
No
No
medical
testing.
tents.
Nope. Testing is over.
No medical
so nice.
tents. No masks. No.
Nope.
Oh,
No stress, no problems.
already sounds like
Yes.
a great vacation.
Yeah.
Yes, it was really nice.
Although I do like that fact that they do have their own parking structure, and it's very easy, convenient to walk to the terminal for Disney. So that's kind of nice that they did it in Fort Lauderdale too. So yeah.
Yeah. So I'll talk a little bit more about the ship, I guess, before I start my 5+2. I haven't started. The 5+2 is just about Lookout Cay.
Okay.
So I just thought I'd take a minute and talk about like the terminal and the ship. So we sailed on the Disney Magic. It was a 3-night sailing. It went to Lookout Cay and then Nassau and then back to Fort Lauderdale.
Is that your first time on that ship?
It was my first time on the Magic.
Okay.
Yes. I have sailed on the Wonder in Alaska before. So I had gone on that style of ship before. But it was
That's
my
a
first
sister
time on.
ship. Yeah.
I love the smaller ships. I really do. Some of the people I was cruising with, I cruised with my agency. Not everybody, but like a lot of people from my agency were on the cruise, including the agency owner. And she was a little disappointed at the age of the ship. She thought that it showed its age. I didn't feel that way at all. So I just wanted to throw that out there. That was her take. But my take was I felt like I was missing nothing. The only ships I've done recently are like mega big Oasis class ships on Royal Caribbean, brand new. And I did the Wish, obviously, is brand new. I did that one recently. And so like everything I've been on recently is brand new, big, beautiful. This is older and smaller, and I missed nothing. I thought it was a great experience. I loved the ship. I would totally sail on it again. And in fact, sometimes it was noticeably nice to not have that many people on board.
Like,
I
that
can see
makes
that.
sense. Yeah.
The
absolutely.
elevators were easier to access.
Yep.
It was never as crowded. Like the pool deck is smaller, obviously, but there's fewer people too. So it didn't feel as crowded. We'll get to this, but when you're on the island, it's just your ship. So if you're on a small ship, like there's not a lot of
That's
people on
true.
that island.
And that island services the bigger ships too. So yeah, I could see that.
Right.
They would have to
Okay.
accommodate. Okay. I like it.
Oh, that
So
means
that was
lots
kinda
of
cool.
chairs and
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was great. I really liked the rotational dining on that ship. So they have like it's called Lumiere's on this ship, but it's like
Okay.
the princessy dining room. They have it on the Dream and stuff too. Like
Okay.
the 4 original ships all have like sort of the royal palace type room. And then it had, I'm trying to think of the third one now. Oh, Animator's Palette. It had Animator's Palette,
I'm good,
like
yeah.
the
Wow.
other ships do. And it did the like black and white to color thing.
I love
nice.
that. That's
I
a
like
great
that
race.
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
on that.
It was great. And then it had Rapunzel's Royal Table. And so that was like a Rapunzel themed kind of show. They have a very similar thing on the Wonder, but it's Tiana instead.
Mm.
It
I've
was
heard-
fun. It was cute.
I've heard good things about the Rapunzel show.
Yeah, it was really good.
Mm.
And I thought the food, like across the board on the ship, we only did like the main dining food. We didn't do anything specialty. Was great. The food was the best food I've had on a cruise, like included in a long time. I thought it was really good. And I wonder if it's because they're cooking for fewer people.
I was just about to think there's not as many people that they don't have to trend out as much stuff, and so they can concentrate on quality, you know?
We're like all the
Yeah.
green chicken in the back. We got,
Yeah.
we don't have to
keep
serve
rolling, keep
anybody.
rolling.
We got enough people here. We give them the good
Yeah,
stuff.
you could just take your time with it, you know? and
That's
just
good.
Decorate. I like that. I like that.
It was like it was your ship. That's what sounds really
Yes.
cool about it. Yeah.
The drinks at the bars were really good. We had like smoked old fashions. We had
Ooh.
handcrafted Manhattans, like tableside Manhattans.
Oh, stop.
Damn.
We had
Damn.
another like specialty old fashioned. I can't remember. It was like a spiced old fashioned. This one wasn't smoked.
Suddenly this beer ain't tasting any good.
I know.
I know,
I know.
right? Now
I'm
you feel
drinking
domestic, right?
Piss
No.
water.
We had great like caipirinhas on the pool deck.
Were they
we had
good? Did
great
you like
drinks.
those?
Yes,
Okay,
they
good.
were good.
Good, good.
The Mai Tai was good. Like we had lots of good drinks. The first day, the drink of the day. For those who don't know, they always have a drink of the day and it's $6. That's like the benefit. And sometimes the drink is good and sometimes it's bad. And I'll get into that in a minute. But the first day it was a Bahama Mama and it was quite good.
I like
Oh,
Bahama
so-
Mamas.
I like
It's a
Bahama
good
Mamas.
drink.
$6 drink. It's quite good. So
Yes,
anyway,
baby.
we loved the drinks. We loved the adult district. We spent a bunch of time in like the adult bars and it was great. The like feature lounge on the ship is the Soul Cat Club from the movie Soul.
Oh, cool. Was there a piano player or something? Or a little
Yes,
jazz
yeah.
trio? Oh,
Yep.
cool. All right.
Yeah, they had different live music every night, but oftentimes it was like jazz piano.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
Jazz
cool.
piano was part of it. Yeah.
I gotta say, I
Yeah.
always have a special place in my heart for those that magic class of ships, of which there's
Yeah.
only like two, right? Because I
Yes,
mean, I did
just
my
the two.
honeymoon on the Wonder, and I just love that little ship.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it any
I think
cheaper?
they're
on
sticking
this?
around for a while.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm glad. I hope they just keep like refurbishing it and keeping it float. But I'm curious,
Yeah.
is it any cheaper on the smaller ships? Or is
Yes,
it? Is it?
it is. Yeah.
Oh,
The thing with the smaller ships though, and this has been true forever, they have fewer veranda rooms, like the ones with the balconies. So the upgrade cost to go from an inside to a veranda is very big on the little ships. Like it's a lot more money to get a balcony
Mhm.
versus on like the Dream and the Wish. They have so many balconies that the upgrade cost is often a couple $100s.
right.
So for me, when I sail on the smaller ships, I usually just take a deep breath and don't get a balcony. It's just so much more money. It was going to be over $1,000 more for us to have a balcony.
Oh,
no,
my gosh.
No.
Yeah.
and
it's a
so
big
we just had
difference.
an inside stateroom and it was fine. Like we liked the room. I thought the room was in beautiful shape for the fact that it's an older ship. Like I was looking at the tile, like the grout of the tile in the bathrooms and it was perfect, like beautiful white.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
The shower curtain was beautiful. Like there wasn't mildew anywhere. Like the whole ship I thought looked great. Very clean. The cast was great.
Did they have the video porthole? Did they install those?
Not
in all the
on
ships?
not on the two older ships.
Oh.
The Fantasy and the Dream have those.
I was wondering if they were going to do that, like retrofit the older ships with that.
Yeah.
That's kind of a
no,
neat
they
little
haven't
feature.
yet.
Did they have a spa?
They do have a spa. Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
good.
smaller spa, but they do have one. I did go there once to take a shower because we got back from Lookout Cay and everybody wanted a shower at the same time. So I was like, you know what, guys? I'll go to the spa.
Oh,
Listen.
dang.
Sacrifices you make.
Oh, this is so tough. What will I do? Spa. Got it.
No, wait, Rachel,
Yeah.
they still have the porthole rooms, right? Can like the big window or
They do.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yep. They have the ocean view rooms and those are less of an upgrade than the balconies.
I would do that just so my kids don't fall out the boat. I'm still
Well,
nervous
yeah,
about
you
that.
don't want that.
Yeah.
That kind of ruins a vacation a
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. We were just trying to keep it cheap because it was just like a weekend trip. And
Sure.
the whole goal was to go to the new island.
Right.
Okay.
No, I think that's a really good idea. Now that I think about it, I need to look into this.
Were you going to get into the shows that they offered?
Yeah, I can talk about the shows.
Just
The
curious.
first night was Rapunzel, and that was really good.
Oh, good.
Oh my gosh, the woman who played Mother Gothel like stole the show. She was incredible. Unfortunately, the actress that played Rapunzel was not.
Oh,
And I
Aw.
thought, like, I mean, I guess I don't know. I'm not an actress, but I thought like there's got to be a million women who look something like Rapunzel that you can put a wig on her and she looks like it that can sing. And why would they have picked this woman who like couldn't sing the songs? I thought like, there's going to be people on this ship right now who could do this. Like, what are we doing?
Oh, poor thing.
She tried.
And you know what's scary about that is that Rachel's always the most positive of all of us. So that woman really must be terrible.
Yeah.
It wasn't great. She was like out of breath.
Oh,
She wasn't like dancing around. I don't know. She just like got off of her chair and like moved across the stage, and she was like,
Oh wow!
Oh no!
I felt bad for her. I was like, "Girl, take a break. You're good."
she's working her cardio.
Yeah, right.
I know.
2 steps, I'm done.
I told my friends, I was like, well, I imagined in my head that maybe she has like very severe asthma, and she has like overcome this disease that she has and made it to the stage, and like I can clap for that. That's fine. So
Wow.
You
Okay,
did.
look,
Okay.
see there.
Okay.
She
Yes.
did.
There you go.
All
Yeah,
right.
She
maybe-
came back around.
she was a little wheezy.
Okay. Maybe she had 8 jobs, and that was the final
Maybe.
job.
Yeah, she was doing the bingo just
Yeah.
before this, and then she had to
Yeah.
go on stage.
She was
you know,
right. She
you
was
know how
doing
they
it-
work those cruise ship people.
she was doing the stuff, taking care of the boat,
Yeah.
throwing out
Yeah.
the green chickens. He's like, "Oh shit, I gotta be Rapunzel." By the time she ran over there, she was out of breath.
That's a plausible theory. That happens.
That's possible. The second night was Twice Charmed, which is like a retelling of the Cinderella story, and we skipped that one, so I can't talk about like what it was or how, but we didn't go.
Did it just not appeal to you? Is that why you
It
skipped
did
it?
not appeal to
There
me,
you go.
and my son wanted to go to the kids club, and it was the night we had been at Lookout Cay, so Josh and I were tired, and my daughter wanted to hang out with a bunch of the tweens that were on the ship, and so we were just like, whatever, everybody go do their own thing tonight.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's fair.
But yeah, I was going to ask you the kids club. Is that the one with the Marvel headquarters?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Man, I want that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
right.
cool. My son had a blast. Yeah.
So what do you get to do there?
You know, I don't know.
Oh,
There's like some kind of video game thing. And then they had like a bunch of the characters come like while he was in the kids club and do different like challenges like with Thor or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
so like they kick the adults out. Is that what it is?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, you can usually only do a tour. It's like, last time I was on it was like
Yes,
you can only
and
do a tour and
when-
then you got to leave.
When you do the tour, they don't have all that stuff like going.
Right.
You can just see the space. So like I saw the space. There's like a huge Iron Man statue thing behind glass. I don't know what that even does, but it looked cool.
It's probably just his armor
Yes,
waiting to be.
displayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, Eli. It means you can't enjoy the
This
Marvel.
isn't fair.
I mean, you
No.
go see it.
I want to play in there.
I gotta.
Well, I mean, if they can take a Broadway, they can take a guy and make him look like
What?
who's the evil king dude from Shrek? You know,
Farquaad?
Farquaad, yeah, make him look like Farquaad on his knees. You can make it look like a
Oh,
little
I gotta
2-year-old.
wear like some shoes and
Yeah, you
tie
gotta
to my
put you
knees
to your
and then
knees,
bend my
yeah. and just like a big cape,
Like
yeah.
Dorf. Like
Yes.
you just put shoes on his knees
Yes.
and walk in
Yeah.
out to say, I'm sorry, can my son go play?
I want to see it.
That's right.
Oh man,
It could work. It could
And
work.
they
I'm
had
with that.
all the Marvel characters meeting, like doing meet and greets. So it was like Black Panther, Thor, Captain America, Spider-Man.
Oh, come on.
They were all there doing meet and greets.
That would have been
Um,
fun. Mm.
I
Yeah, that was cool. And then they also had Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, come
playing in the
on.
movie theater.
Stop.
Whoa.
Nice.
I want that for me.
Those kids should
Yeah.
not be around Deadpool.
Well, no, it wasn't a character. They had the movie playing.
Wait,
That's even worse.
I don't even know what that's.
That's
Yeah,
worse.
They made like a couple announcements that they were going to be checking IDs at the door.
Oh,
You could only go if you were over 18.
Wow.
wow.
Okay, interesting.
So that was, and the third night was Disney. It was like it was like Disney Dreams That Soar or something.
Yeah.
It was like one of those variety shows.
Oh yeah.
It was like a Peter Pan theme. Like Peter Pan came into the girl's bedroom and taught her how to believe in her wishes or something like that.
Oh, I think I would have
Oh.
skipped that one and gone to the.
I know.
Twice. Yeah.
I probably would have too, but we were less tired that
Yeah.
night, so we went for them.
Makes sense.
It was fine.
I'm so curious to see what the twist was with that Cinderella thing.
I think it's told by the stepsisters.
Ah, okay. Well,
Oh.
that's got to be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So
Nice.
that's the shows and the kids club. And the other thing that was notable on this ship, it's the only ship with the aqua dunk.
The Wonder doesn't have it. I guess it doesn't, huh?
No, the Wonder does not have it. So the
Oh.
aqua dunk is a water slide where you go like into this
The
pod.
tube. Yeah. Pod
Chamber.
tube.
Yeah.
Yeah, chamber. That's a better word.
Mhm.
And then the floor drops out and you free fall down the thing. And then at some point you stop free falling and you hit a turn and go like around over the ocean and then down out the
Yes.
slide.
I want that.
I
Yeah.
don't.
I'm
did
all
it.
about it.
No.
I did it once.
Yeah.
I really thought like as I was going up, I thought like you must be kind of at an angle. Like I'm not going to be like totally at gravity's will. And like, no, there's no angle. You're just a like floor gone free fall.
It's like Tower of Terror type.
But like by the time you realize that there's no angle, that you're just like straight and then free falling down this tube, it's way too late. Like they already have the chamber locked. Like you're done. They're 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gone.
There are windows, but no doors.
Yeah, there are windows, no doors.
Do you even have a chance to look around, like to see?
No.
No, you're too busy screaming and seeing the words fall out of your mouth as you drop.
So that was the problem. So like when I go on water slides, I like hold my breath and like close my nose because I don't want all the water to go. But you cannot do that and scream for your life at the same time. And so I immediately started screaming and then got water all the way up my nose and mouth because I was screaming.
So you're like,
She waterboarded herself.
I know.
Yeah,
That happened to me once before. I can't remember what we were talking about.
I'm just saying, bad luck with water, friend.
Yeah, you do have liquid. Just
Oh, yeah, that was
Avatar.
I had a broken splash.
That's it. Yes, yes.
It was just like
Hilarious.
water down in my face.
Yeah.
Did it take you? Did you flash back to that moment in time as you're?
Well, this was like full. Like, am I going to die?
This is so much worse. Oh my god!
She was watching her life pass before her eyes as she
Poor
died
thing.
before she had
I
died.
did it one time, and my daughter was like, "Let's do it again," and I was like, "Oh no."
No.
I did it the one time to like prove to myself or just like experience it, but I am really good now.
Well, wait, had you done anything like that before? Like any of those kind of slides?
Never. I had never done a like one where the
floor drops out. Okay, yeah.
I've done like the really steep, like kind of body slides before as
Oh
like,
yeah,
a
Kamunga
teenager.
Kawabunga and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, as
yeah.
a teenager, but it's been a minute, and also there was no floor dropping out. That was the first time.
That's where you sold me on not doing it, right? Where you said the floor dropped and you free fall. Like you described it really well.
Well, the sinus rinse kind of made me a little bit nervous as well. Yeah, I'm with you because I think you go too fast. You can even you zoom out along the ship, but how do you even see it?
Yeah, you don't really.
When it
I was
happens
so
that fast.
Yeah.
like overwhelmed. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
So you splash down in a pool, or is it just like a long trough of
No,
water?
it's a long. Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a long trough of water. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you just skid that.
I'm okay
My
with
daughter
that.
went on
yeah.
it like 10 times. She loved it.
That's awesome.
My son said that he loved it. He talked the whole next day about going on it with his dad and one of the friends that we were there with, and like couldn't stop talking about it. Then the next day it was time to go on it again. And he's like, you know what, guys, I'm actually all set.
That's funny.
So he wouldn't do it again.
I'll just play it.
That's why your boy's a trip, man. That's funny.
Yeah. He's
That's
like,
good.
actually, no.
No.
I want to see an Eagles game. I'm not ready to be dropped. I just kidding.
Yeah.
You know, kids just do stuff. Yeah, that's funny.
Cool. I'm glad to hear the old Growl is doing well.
Yeah.
I want to be
I
on.
really enjoyed it.
I want to get on that ship one day. I hadn't been on Magic yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Lookout Cay, 5+2.
5.
All right.
The first thing to know is that the beach is incredible. Like the beach itself. And we've been to Bermuda, which is often celebrated for being the most beautiful beaches like anywhere. This was very similar. It might have been a little nicer. Like the water is perfect turquoise and clear all the way to the sand. The sand is that pink, soft sand.
Ooh.
The water was warm and there are waves, like Coco. Yeah, not Coco Key.
Castaway.
That's Royal
Typhoon
Castaway
Lagoon?
Key. There's too many keys. Castaway Key doesn't have waves because it's like in that protected kind of cove,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
which I liked, I guess, when I had little kids, but the waves are kind of fun.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was cool to have a beach with waves.
Nice.
So yeah, warm, beautiful water, pink, beautiful sand. There are waves, which are great. We spent a lot of time just like sitting in the water. It was really nice.
Oh,
That's
that's
nice.
That's nice. With a drink in hand, that'd be great.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. You could bring your drinks in the water, like all good.
Oh, even
And-
better.
Yeah. And then they had tons of chairs because the beach is not so in Castaway Key, the beaches themselves are like actually kind of short. And then there's like maybe 10 rows deep of chairs or maybe 8 rows.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you like walk out to the water. At Lookout Cay, there's only 2 rows of chairs, but the beach is like really long.
Long. Okay. Okay.
So everybody's like right in front of the water.
Okay.
It's a very short walk to the water for everybody, which is nice because it's easy to supervise your kids and stuff. And there's just a ton of room because it's so long.
That's an interesting design. Yeah.
Yeah, and it makes the beach much less crowded because there's so much space.
Yeah, because it's not as
You
deep.
don't have to
yeah.
be on top of each
Mhm.
other.
Yeah.
So that was great. So tons of chairs, long beach. And then there was like another row built up. So if you didn't want to be like near the water, but you wanted to be able to see the water, there was kind of like a platform with another set of chairs.
Okay, they like the kind of like Epcot.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Little platform. All right.
So yeah, so it was great. The beach itself was beautiful. The water is beautiful. Great beach day.
Oh,
So if
yeah,
you're there
yeah.
for the beach part of it, you are not going to be disappointed.
I'll be down with that. I can't remember pink soft sand.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Me neither. I've never seen pink sauce.
They don't have the. I guess they don't have that sand at Castaway Cay, or do they?
No, they don't.
Okay,
no,
so I've
it's
never
more of
seen
like
that.
the Castaway Cay is almost like it feels a little bit like a manufactured sand. It
Right.
might be.
It seems like it.
They might have brought it in.
Almost
This
like
was
Gulf
definitely
Shores.
natural sand.
Okay.
And it was like, it's pink. It's not like pink when you look at it, but when you pick it up, you can see like the pink crystal, like there's
glistening
tons of, yeah,
Pink. Yes.
yeah.
I dig it.
So it's
All
cool.
right.
Yeah.
All right. Now I need to go. I need to go.
Yeah. So that was number one. Number
All right.
two is the Bahamian culture is featured. So this was the last big project that Joe Rohde worked on for the company. And it's definitely like a Joe Rohde show. It is really focusing on highlighting the culture of the Bahamas, kind of teaching you about the culture of the Bahamas, and also trying to preserve the like space in the island and the beach the way it was. And so there are some like interesting ways they do that. So one way they do that is there are very, very few paved surfaces.
Okay.
Everything is like built up boardwalk. And the idea was to like leave the ecosystem as much as it was. And so what you're walking on for the most part, and like what the buildings are all placed on, is this boardwalk that they've built kind of like a foot above where the ground is. It's like a platform.
Okay.
That's kind of cool. You won't burn your feet on the concrete.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Yes, that is totally true. You don't burn your feet on the concrete.
That is the worst. Yeah.
And so that's cool. So that kind of like preserves the natural ecosystem. They didn't do the like snorkeling where they sunk a bunch of like junk, you know?
Right.
They left the waters the way it should be. There is natural corals there that you can go snorkel and see.
Oh, very cool.
And we'll talk about it later in one of my other pieces, but they didn't dredge out the side of the beach to get the ship to like dock right there.
Mhm.
The dock is actually a little bit further out so that they didn't have to dredge. So just the whole thing, it feels very Joe Rohde. It's like trying to preserve the space the way it was while also having this Disney experience. It still feels like Disney, like Mickey and Minnie are still there. But then like a lot of the like things that you would take a picture in front of, it's like Mickey themed Bahamian style art.
Okay.
You know, it's like Mickey's colors and the shapes are Mickey, but it's also clearly like Bahamian style Caribbean art. That's kind of cool.
I dig that.
Yeah, looking at the pictures,
Yeah.
it's very colorful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I dig that.
They have the Goombay Cultural Center, which has like games and seminars about the Bahamas if you want to learn more.
Mhm.
We didn't do a lot there, but we did see the Junkanoo celebration parade, and they have a live marching band, and they're in like the full Junkanoo celebration costumes. And that's really cool. And they have the characters come out for the parade too.
Oh, that's so cool. I dig
Yeah, it was
that.
a marching band. It was like super fun. And then they have like on the tram as you're going to the beach, like from the ship to the beach, they have a audio that plays and teaches you about Bahamian culture and about the beach itself.
Okay.
So it's like
it was
going
kinda
to
cool.
the Bahamas Pavilion in Epcot, I guess.
Yes.
If they had a Bahamas pavilion, that
If
you're
there
right.
was a Bahamas pavilion in Epcot, that would be it. Yes. You learn a little
I'll
bit
dig
about
that.
the Bahamas, trying to like honor their culture. And then also you're there to enjoy Disney and the beach.
That would be funny if in Epcot they had like a little hut that was Bahamas. But,
Yeah.
like all they do when you walk in is book you a cruise to to the Lookout Cay. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Number 3 is the food and drink. And this is a bonus 5+2. So I have
Oh.
a 5+2
Two within a-
inside
Yes.
the 5+2
Love
about
it.
food and drink.
Subset 5+2. Yes,
Now,
I
this
love
is
it.
Yes.
going to be the good part for me.
I love
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
food.
The first thing in my food and drink category is, I don't know if y'all feel this way. I do. Castaway Cay has banana soft serve ice cream. It's
Mm.
like the only place I've ever found banana soft serve ice cream. And I love it so much. And I was really worried that Lookout Cay would not have the banana ice cream. And they did. And I was very happy.
Nice. Now that sounds
Another-
delicious.
Yeah, it was great. It tastes like banana runts or like banana Laffy
banana
Taffy.
runts.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
I like
It's
that.
like that same flavor. It's really good. And the good news is that Disney Cruise Line is back to serve yourself ice cream.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Love
so
it.
you get to do the little soft serve machine yourself. And so because of that, I was able to create a combination banana and chocolate cone. So I had like chocolate
Ooh.
serve,
Okay.
soft
Chocolate
serve
covered
and
banana.
Yeah. Oh man, it was so good.
Ah,
So
I need to book a
that's
cruise now.
included with your cruise
I
fare.
want that in my mouth.
That is very
Yes.
adventurous.
They also have strawberry on the island. So they have chocolate, vanilla, banana, and strawberry on the island. The next thing was probably my very favorite thing I consumed the entire cruise, which was called the Tropical Fashioned. And this, yes.
Come on.
this is like a whiskey icy.
Oh.
Damn,
No,
that sounds
no.
great on a hot beach day.
Yes, it's frozen, but not like sweet. You know, it's like very much a whiskey slushy frozen. And then it has like, it doesn't have an overwhelming tropical taste, but it does have like a little twist. You know what I mean? It's like
Like a hint of fruity twistiness.
a hint of fruity,
Okay.
but then it's mostly whiskey. Like you're getting a ton of whiskey. But it's not like that icy, like super
so-
ice crystal slushy. It's smooth.
What kind of fruit though? Like they already muddled the cherries in an old fashioned. What kind of fruit do they mix it in a tropical, like pineapple or
Papaya.
I know. I'm trying to find it on the menu. I don't think I took a picture of the menu. I want to see if I can find the
Ooh.
description.
But no, thus far, like it's like God made a drink just for me. I mean,
That
Yes,
sounds really
that's how
good,
we go.
especially with the soft ice.
I was
and
gonna say,
sipping that
us.
whiskey nice and
Oh.
chill.
not too sweet. That's perfect.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
You don't
I
want it to
love it.
bite you too bad.
I heard tropical fashion. And I'm like,
That's a nice combo.
I want that in my mouth.
Oh,
too.
I found
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Get it all in
So
your
it's Angel's Envy Bourbon,
Oh boy,
Angels Envy Bourbon. That's you.
that's me.
That's
Yeah.
Eli.
That's made for me.
Cherry Hearing,
Okay.
mixed berries, which like it didn't have an overwhelming berry taste to me, but I'm telling you, there was like a little twist. So maybe that was it. And then lavender.
Wow.
Lavender.
Sounds kind of weird, but it was a beautiful marriage of these flavors. I can't. It was so
All
good.
right.
And the frozenness of it was just perfect. It wasn't like that hurt your mouth cold. It was soft, like a soft slushy.
I need that in my
Yeah,
life. Like,
Yeah, and it's
tomorrow.
guys, it's $9.
What?
It was $9. That was it. And it was in this huge cup. It's awesome.
I gotta get old fashioned over at Liusa's the other day.
Yeah.
$18.
Oh my
It
God.
was like a 20-ounce tumbler that they like
oh
put
my
this
gosh.
frozen. And then they did like a little Angel's Envy shot on top and you kind of like mix that in.
Come on.
You know what was weird too is that they had these straws all over the island that were edible. I didn't really love them, but my kids really liked them. But they
Edible?
had different flavors. Yeah, like you could eat the straws. They
I
were
don't
like
know about
a
that.
sugar. I don't know.
I'm with you.
Dude, I'd be the fool to eat my straw and not have nothing to drink my drink with.
Yeah, well, that's what happened to my daughter.
Oh, shit. That happened to your daughter? Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
They had like a lime flavored one and a coffee flavored one, and then just like sweet. And there was one more.
Lime could be good with a margarita.
A
Yeah,
lime
right.
straw.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
gave you a different straw based on whatever you ordered. They had great kids smoothie drinks. My daughter got like salted coconut thing, which sounds disgusting, but it was actually delicious. It wasn't overly sweet. It was refreshing. So there were really good drink stands all over the island. There were a lot of them in the Family Beach area. The one that had the tropical fashioned was the bar in the adults only section, the
Okay.
Serenity Bay.
Okay.
So great drinks. My fourth one is the buffet is called True True Barbecue. And then
Mhm.
they have True True 2. And then
True
they
True
have
2?
Yep. And
Electric
then they have
Boogaloo.
Serenity Bay Barbecue. Yeah. And what I'll say about the buffets is any food that you like at Castaway, they have it there. So
Oh,
if
cool.
you're looking forward to the spicy chicken sandwich or whatever you like to
Mm.
eat at Castaway, they have the same menu there. But they also have a separate window that has some extra things. So they had fried okra, yucca fries, jambalaya, and paella.
They had jambalaya, really?
I was going to say jambalaya, Bahamas.
No way.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't know that.
Well, did you try it?
I did. I tried all those things.
And?
I liked them.
Okay.
They were not like, it's very similar to the food on Castaway Cay. Like, it's good. I'm happy it's there, but it wasn't like the best food I ate the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
All quick service kind of thing.
Yeah. It's great to have food on the beach that you don't have to pack yourself and bring in a cooler.
Okay.
So it's like, you're happy to have it,
Yeah.
but it's not the best food of the weekend.
Sure. Question: is there a lot of indoor spacing, like air conditioning space, where if you want to get out of the heat, you can?
No.
No. Okay.
Really just the store.
Okay.
Is it just because the weather's just nice? Or like
It's
you get
probably,
the nice
yeah.
breeze even though it's
It
hot?
could be. I mean, we went in late August, so you'd think that'd be kind of gross. And it
Usually,
was
yeah.
beautiful. It was like 80,
I wish I was like that around here.
Yeah, I was gonna say
breezy,
80 around
really
here is-
breezy.
Yeah. That's nice. I dig
Yeah.
that.
Tons of shade. Like there's shade everywhere. There's tons of umbrellas, but
Oh,
then
that's
there's
good.
lots of like pavilions. So yeah, lots of shade. Not a lot of air conditioning though.
Natural air conditioning, I guess.
Yes, natural air conditioning.
I like it. I like it.
Okay.
There's a great specialty coffee location right when you get off the ship. So
Oh,
you can
man.
get your iced coffees or cold brews or
Uh-huh.
espresso drinks. I don't know if they have espresso drinks on Castaway Cay. I don't remember that, but they do on Lookout Cay.
Good to know. I'm sold.
Like cocktails
So-
too, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
good.
Coffee cocktails
Now
as
we're
well.
talking.
Yeah.
Espresso martinis, all that kind of stuff.
Yes. Yeah. They
Love
got
it.
it.
What'd you get?
So those are my, I just got a cold brew. I was
Okay.
kind of boring in the coffee place, but it was like right first thing in the morning. And I knew we were in for a day of drinks.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of drinks. So there's 2 exclusive beers. There's a pineapple Pilsner, which was like a Bud Light with pineapple. It was fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever.
Serviceable.
And then
all right.
there was a Pog Juice IPA.
Pog juice.
Yes,
IPA.
that's the
Yeah.
That's like the back scratcher drink she likes.
Yeah.
It has
Okay.
Pog juice
Yeah.
in it. Yes.
Yes. So it was good. I liked the Pog IPA. It was like
Okay.
that pineapple, or not pineapple, I'm sorry, passion fruit, orange guava.
Yeah. Okay.
So 2 exclusive beers. We had coffees. And then we had my first of the negative things, my 5+2, the 2 are negative. The drink of the day, which is $6, if you remember from before,
Right.
was the Sunken Treasure. And it should have stayed sunk.
Oh.
Oh.
Whoa.
It was disgusting. It was, I didn't watch them make it, but my husband, Josh, tells like a hilarious story of watching them make this drink. And he says, every time they put in the next ingredient, I just thought to myself, this got worse. Oh, this got worse.
Oh,
So they-
damn.
They start with Malibu coconut rum.
Okay.
Okay.
Then they add Midori.
That must
Then
have
they-
looked weird.
Yeah, it was green. It was bright
Yeah. Because
green. Then they add orange juice, pineapple juice.
green and orange.
Ooh, okay.
And then they float a shot of blue curacao on top.
Green, orange, and blue.
And then they fill your cup with Sprite.
Ugh.
That doesn't sound right.
It was so bad.
No, yeah.
It was gross.
That's terrible.
That sounds dumb.
That sounds good. Terrible.
You need to pay me $6 to drink that.
Yeah.
I'd rather eat the straw at that point.
What was worse? Would you rather have another one of those drinks or listen to Rapunzel sing?
Oh. Ah, boy. That's tough.
Wow. She's got to think on that one.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure. Both were unpleasant.
Wait, so you tried it, I guess. is what
Oh,
you're
yeah.
saying.
We bought 2 because we didn't know how bad it would be.
Did you know
That's
from
just
first sip, you just sipped and you're like, you looked at each other
Oh.
and like, oh.
I was doing something with the kids. I don't remember what. He was like, oh, I'm going to go to the bar. Should I get 2 drinks of the day? And I was like, oh, yeah, I want to try. I don't know what the drink of the day is here. I definitely want to try it. Grab
Right.
2. He's like, perfect. And so I meet him back out on the beach and he hands me the cup. He's like, you're going to hate this. Here you go. I was like,
wow.
okay.
Thanks, hon.
Yeah, perfect. He goes, look, by the time I figured out what it was too late. I
Yeah.
already ordered 2.
Oh,
Like,
no.
drink it, don't drink it, whatever, we'll get something better.
Mhm.
I was like, all right. Yeah, that was gross. The other negative is people have been talking about the flies. I don't know if you've seen the fly gate.
Yeah, I've heard. Yeah.
Initially, when they opened the island, the food locations, the barbecue places had a ton of flies everywhere, like
Ouch.
on the
Yep.
food, in the eating area.
Not good.
That is better. I didn't see a single fly.
They're
gone.
I wonder what
So
they
better
released.
than better, fixed.
Yes, it's fixed. But
Good.
the downside, my
Oh.
negative is they have these, I think this is what's keeping the flies away. they have these like high-powered fans going.
Like ceiling fans or the things that they'll...
They just have the
like,
stand. They have
like
on the
creates
stand.
a wind tunnel fan. Like it, on a stand, but they're like huge fans.
So you hear the hums?
Well, yes, it's loud, and you're eating, and it's like blowing your.
What did you say? What? What?
I'm so sorry.
And
I got
also you-
barbecue on your face. I'm so sorry. What are you saying? This
You're gonna
drink-
hate this drink.
It's nasty.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
So-
imagining. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no flies, but you're in a wind tunnel.
Dang. That's a
Yikes.
rough trade-off.
That is tough.
I'd rather have the
Yeah.
wind tunnel than the flies. so
Right, right.
I would.
The flies, like the videos I saw were gross, and so I didn't. The good news is no flies. The bad news is big fans.
Big fans.
Big fans.
Big fans of
Yeah.
no flies.
Big fans and no flies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my food and drink segment.
That was that the negative of the you said you had 5 positives and 2 negatives.
Yeah, so I had the
Was it-
5 positives. The 2 negatives were the drink of the day and the big fans.
Gotcha. All right, cool. So the rest of this is now going to be like good stuff.
Well, so I have that was the 5 plus 2.
Oh, that was
in
a
the-
sub-
That was a
very
subset.
Inception. Yeah, that was a
Oh.
subset 5 plus 2. So that was 3. I had the beach,
Nice.
the culture, the food, and the drink. Number 4 of my 5 plus 2 overall is the boardwalks, which I already talked about a little bit, but I really loved that they had these built up platform boardwalks to walk around. They were not hot, so your feet did not burn on the pavement. They were really kind of pretty. Like it was a nice, like visually very pretty. They were also built up in a way that you could kind of see everything. You know, like, you're like, oh, I want to go over there. And so you were kind of like higher than that thing. So you could see over to it and figure out where you needed to go.
Very cool.
So you could see a lot of the island from these boardwalks. That was cool. And the idea is to displace the natural wildlife less than you would if they were paving over the beach. And so that was cool. I liked that.
I dig it. Because they can still go underneath the boardwalks and stuff if they're crawling.
Right.
around.
The crabs can still like crawl under there
Do
and
their
stuff.
thing,
Yeah.
No.
All right. Number 5 is that they have a big water play area, which is cool.
Like a kid's water play area kind of thing? Or?
Yeah, it is more of a kids water play area.
Right.
I would say like my daughter's 12. She had fun in there. She wasn't like super pumped to stay in there, but there were some good water slides that she did in there. It's called Rush Out, Gush Out. It has some good water slides. It has like the water guns where you kind of like splash battle each other.
Nice.
It has lots of like toys and stuff like that for like toddlers, little kids run around. Lots of chairs around the area so that you can sit and watch your kids and supervise them. It also has a bar that's sort of like on a platform and overlooks the play area.
That's very
So you
smart.
can
For the parents.
be
yeah.
at the
Yes.
bar and look down into the play area and enjoy your drink while your kids are
Freaking
playing.
brilliant. I love it.
Yes.
Yes. The only bad thing about the water player, and it's not even bad, but at Castaway Cay, they have those water slides in the ocean,
Mm-hmm.
and they do not have those at Lookout Cay. My kids
Oh.
were really bummed because they love those.
Yeah.
I have to imagine that those are not good for the ecosystem. And so it
Probably.
makes
Right.
sense
Yeah.
Right.
that they wouldn't have them there. But they did miss those because they really like that like water slide into the ocean thing at Lookout.
It's like an old
Castaway.
watering hole kind of thing where you just go right
Yeah.
into nature instead of into
Right.
a pool.
Was
Yeah.
the play area? Because I thought I remember there was like a Little Mermaid themed play area. Is it themed after Little Mermaid?
That play area is inside the kids club on the island.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's a kids club on the. Okay.
Yeah, they have that at Castaway Cay too. We're usually like the island is kind of our family day, so we don't usually put the kids in the kids club because
Right.
we're spending time as a family. So
Right.
we didn't go in there, but that is where that play area is. We saw it from the tram.
Okay.
Okay. That's
Oh,
cool.
all right.
Yeah,
So what was the other one you called it? Russian what?
Rush out.
Rush
go.
out.
Rush out, gush out.
What was the theme there? It was just
I seem to recall them saying it was kind of a. Oh no, it wasn't a Moana theme. That's the Polynesian, the new tower.
Mhm.
I don't think there was a theme. I think it's just Bahamian, colorful.
Bahamian colors, yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
looking at a
it was
picture
really
of it.
colorful.
Yeah.
Mm.
I like all the colors. The
No
colors are kind of
Disney.
neat. That's very
Yeah.
fun. It's very fun looking.
Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, we liked it. My little guy could have spent forever in there. He loved it. That was when we bought my daughter the salted coconut drink because she went down the slides a couple of times and she was like, I'm done. And then she wanted to leave. And I was like, your brother's having a blast. Let me buy you a coconut drink and you can sit here.
Did she,
All right.
did she like
That
it?
worked.
She liked
Yeah,
it?
she loved
Okay,
it.
good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So
You should have said, "Here, finish this sunken treasure.
I dare you.
You'll have a great time."
I dare
she
you.
probably would have liked that.
That'd probably
it
been
was
a different rush out, gush
Yes.
out the way that drink
yes,
probably
we would
went
have
down.
a different situation.
Yeah.
there. All right. So my two kind of sort of negatives.
Okay.
Kind of
Okay.
sort
The
of.
first one is it didn't actually impact me at all because I don't have enough money or status to buy a cabana. But if you're a cabana person, I could understand why Lookout Cay would not work for you. I don't think the cabanas are very good there. And the
Oh.
reason why the cabanas themselves look great. The reason why I'm saying they're not as good is there's two sets of cabanas on the island, just like at Castaway Cay. There's a set of cabanas on the adults only beach, and there's a family set of cabanas.
Okay.
On Castaway Cay, the family cabanas are at the family beach, and the adult ones are at Serenity Bay. At Serenity Bay, the adult cabanas have kind of a private beach situation.
Mm-hmm.
At Lookout Cay, they're just behind the beach where everybody is.
They don't
on
have their own
Serenity Bay.
beach, basically.
They don't have like their own beach.
Right.
So there's other people kind of like in between you and the water from your cabana. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So not quite as good as the Castaway Cay situation. And then the family ones are not on the family beach in Lookout Cay.
Mhm.
They're on their own private beach on the other side of the island, like a mile away from everything else, a mile away from the food, from the shopping, from the activities, from the rush out, gush out. Like you're all the way up by the ship.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like it's beautiful because you have a very private beach, but
Wow.
you're not like your kids are not near anything. Like no shopping, no characters, no water play area. It's just a private beach.
I
That
feel like
sounds
that
really
was
private.
supposed to be the adult thing, and somehow somebody
Yeah.
executive said we got to switch this.
Yeah.
I think that they had space to build the cabanas in the adult section on the regular beach, but then on the family beach in that main area,
Uh-huh.
like I told you, there's just 2 rows of chairs and then the water. I don't think they had space to build cabanas there.
Strange.
yeah.
So
That's,
they put them on the other side.
that's dedication. If you got to walk a mile out to have your cabana time,
Right.
yeah, we're
I
not
was gonna say,
going
if you have
nowhere.
That
kids,
is,
it doesn't
uh,
even sound like it's worth it.
Right. Yeah.
Right,
That's
right.
the point.
I know.
To
So,
isolate all the
I-
noisy families or something. I don't know.
So maybe that's how they make it in families.
You're right.
They'll bring like whatever you want from the buffet out to you, like food wise and drinks and stuff. But like they can't bring the rush out, gush out water play area. Like you still have to haul out there if your kids want to do that. You know, it just like kind of stinks that you're so far away from everything.
Like
That is
even the
true.
bars, unless they
Yeah,
have their
right,
own
I
private
mean-
bar.
well, they have bartenders. Like they'll bring the drinks to you.
Not the
But-
same.
But they still
It's
got to
not the
come out
same.
a mile. Like, you know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
like,
gonna take a while. Yeah.
yeah, they got other stuff. You're like, where my drink? It's been 2
That
hours.
is,
Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah.
wait.
yeah.
So I think the
marathon.
cabanas are not as good, although that doesn't really impact me because I don't.
You don't.
They're all
yeah.
sold out by the time I ever even get to try to book them, and they're really expensive.
That's-
So
Jeez.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good to know.
and then my last like kind of negative, I guess, is the walk. And you've probably seen this online.
Mhm.
The ship has to dock a half a mile away from the island.
Yeah, I did see this.
So-
Yeah.
There is a long walking path to get to the island. For the amount of complaining people did online, it was not that bad.
It was big.
It looks bigger
Yeah.
in pictures than it actually is.
It looks like
but
the
it is a
causeway.
half a mile.
Yeah.
Like it's a half a mile.
Yeah.
But when you're walking it, like it's just, I don't know, it just wasn't that bad. Like we expected it to be like a big deal and it wasn't. My kids didn't even complain. Like they complain over nothing and they didn't complain. So
Yeah.
it wasn't,
Well,
it was not a big deal.
Yeah,
I
but
mean-
Rachel, you're like a marathon runner and stuff. Like
Well,
I'm sure
maybe
some
I
people
used to
that
be.
go on vacation, they're not exactly
Wait.
like too fit.
I can
right?
see the
That's true.
adrenaline, like when you get there, like, this is nothing, and just going.
mm.
But the walk
Yeah.
back. had
Oh,
to
when it's
suck.
over?
Yeah, that would be where I would say that would suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the nice thing about the walk back was we had eaten and drinking a lot. And so it was nice to kind of walk some of that off.
Oh, good point.
But
Yeah, good point.
That's fair.
I did like that. But yeah, I hear you. And I am a relatively fit person. And so they did have trams and golf carts and stuff that they were using to bring people back and forth if you wanted.
Okay,
I was gonna
that
say
works.
because like if I had to do that half mile, I would need that wind tunnel fan to just roll me through the whole path.
Yeah.
All the fans.
Boy, and you did explain why it was designed like that, so they wouldn't mess up like the whole thing and dredge out anything. But,
right, would mess up the ecosystem.
Yeah, I just remember social media just erupted once this place opened up and people started going. There's like, oh my god, it's a break.
I can't walk. My knee fell out again. I can't do this. Half a mile. What?
But
I can see that.
I mean, it looks pretty to walk if I had plenty of time to just to do it. Like I can't, like something you hear that on cruise ships where people do that. Last minute run to the ship so they're not late.
Oh yeah,
so they don't miss the boat. I'd hate to run that half mile.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're not gonna leave you on that island.
This is true. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Oh man,
yeah, they didn't want me on that island overnight.
They don't want you.
You got the cabana way on the other side of the island. You got a mile from that, and then another half a mile.
Right.
Yeah,
that's good.
That's a long day for you.
They'll send out the golf cart brigade to find me, and I'll be like, please take me away. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for being late.
It's like Baywatch on a golf cart to make sure you're okay.
Oh, that'd be even better.
I would agree.
David Hasselhoff running a half mile, but that it is. I mean, you look at these pictures of that walk, and it looks pretty daunting. It does look like the Causeway.
The pictures look daunting. They really do.
Yes.
When we pulled up, though, immediately I was like, okay, it looks a little closer. Like it doesn't even look as bad as it looked in the pictures.
That's good enough. I mean, it looks cool. I mean, it's a nice little concrete thingy.
Yeah, it is. The pictures were really pretty.
Yeah,
we took pictures on it. Good picture spots. It'd be great if they could put some shade on it. It is just like a big open.
I'm about to say
walkway.
that's hot concrete that you're walking on, basically.
Yeah.
Speaking of non-paved, they could have made that a boardwalk, I guess. I don't know. Maybe the ocean would have destroyed it.
The ocean might have. Yeah, the boardwalk areas are definitely on the beach part, like not near the water.
That makes sense.
Okay. But yeah,
but that was one of your negatives. The walk was one of your negatives.
Yeah, it's a negative. I mean, I didn't mind it that much, but it definitely is a negative for some people. And I mean, it's definitely not a positive.
Yeah. Especially special needs and whatnot. Yeah.
Would you say like a half miles like from the entrance to Epcot to like right there between like the world right when you get to the World Showcase? That's about a half mile, right?
It is. Yeah, that's what people were saying. They were like, "Oh, it's the same as walking from the entrance of Epcot to the World Showcase."
Oh well, that's not bad. I've hustled that trying to get to an ADR or something.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So,
it's not the same as that. Yeah.
Like I can live with that. That's not too bad.
I think it's just a visual of it.
Yeah, I think it is.
But yeah, so that was the island. I really loved it. I keep saying the island. It is a beach on an island. Disney just owns a private beach.
Right.
They own a part. It's not like Castaway Cay. Disney owns that whole island. This is a part of an island that Disney owns.
Oh, okay. That's a cool difference to make. Yeah.
So it's more accurate to call it a private beach, not an island.
I dig it.
So, all right. So is it question time now?
It is question time.
Question
Okay.
time.
So how does this compare to Castaway Cay? I've only experienced Castaway Cay. I've seen pictures of this. I think I'm kind of more into the theming of Castaway Cay than what is it? Lighthouse Point? Was it
Lookout Cay.
Lookout Cay. But you've been to both now. So what do you think?
I felt like Castaway Cay felt more Disney. Castaway Cay is like, what if a water park was an island?
There.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it feels like that. And this Lookout Cay is much more beach, Bahamas with like a flavor of Disney. Like your Disney vibes are there, but it's more beach and Bahamas. And then the Disney stuff is sort of like underneath.
I could see that. I mean, that seemed to me, as you were describing it, to be something that I would take in as a negative. Not that it's a bad thing to explore Bahamian culture, but there's a bunch of cruises that go to the Bahamas and go to Nassau.
Yeah.
You can see those kind of things. When I get on a Disney cruise, I kind of want to have that Disney bubble, like magical, otherworldly, fantasy type experience.
Yeah. I mean, I still felt like it was like Disney bubble for sure.
Okay.
I would think Disney bubble like as terms of quality, right? The cleanliness,
right?
The service, right?
Absolutely.
But then I've never been on like the Royal Caribbean islands, and you have.
I have, yeah.
What do you?
Royal Caribbean feels so. Coco Cay and Castaway Cay, the Royal Caribbean island and Disney's original private island, they both feel kind of theme parky to me. You know what I mean? Like you feel like you're in a park, like a production. Lookout Cay feels like I found this amazing beach.
Okay.
And I have all these conveniences on this incredible beach. It felt more like when we went to Bermuda and we went to Horseshoe Bay Beach and they had the drinks and the food on the beach and it was incredibly beautiful. And we spent the day at the beach. That's kind of what this is. It's like pristine, beautiful beach with a little bit of Disney, like the Disney bow on top. You know?
Right. But you get all the Disney aspects of it as far as the service and the cleanliness and all that. So it actually makes you feel like you're visiting a port, like an actual port city or something.
It feels like
that.
a port. Yeah, it feels like a port
instead of just like a theme park. Yeah. Okay.
Right. Less of a theme park.
Mm-hmm. I dig it.
I think I like Lookout Cay better.
Wow.
Yeah. I think I enjoyed it better. Mostly because I don't love beaches. I'm not like really a beach person. Like when we go to Coco Cay, we spend the whole day in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't a pool on the Disney islands, either of them. But this water was so beautiful and fun to be in that we spent the whole day in the water. It was really nice. And Castaway Cay, I don't do that. I don't know why. I don't know what the difference is. I think the beach is just not quite as nice.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel as natural, I guess, because it doesn't have the waves and stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
But I was going to ask you is like, okay, so you like Lookout Cay, and Animal Kingdom's like your favorite park.
Yes.
I'm curious to know if you're a Joe Rohde fan.
I mean, I'm a huge Joe Rohde fan. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if this is actually explicitly still, but I was like, is you're leaning towards this because it's Joe Rohde? If you took Joe Rohde
it could just be my aesthetic.
Right.
Yeah, like this is the particular part of the Disney theming that I really like.
Okay.
Hopefully for my 40th, we're going to Aulani. I can't wait. I think I'm going to love it. So I'm excited for that. But
I want to go to Aulani.
Yeah.
I want to get out there. They need a boat that goes to Aulani.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Now you're talking.
Just takes you there and then drops you off and you stay there for a few nights and then takes you back to wherever.
With the chill drinks.
It'd be a long cruise, but I think that'd be kind of hip.
That would be a long cruise.
They could make some
That would
money.
be cool.
They could make bank.
Why not?
Pacific, sure. I mean, the Japanese came from Japan all the way to Honolulu. I mean, Disney can go from like Los Angeles to San Diego to Honolulu.
They sure did.
That's shorter.
Why not?
Other questions?
Bathrooms, are they plentiful?
They are plentiful.
Awesome.
There are plentiful
Good to hear.
bathrooms. And there's
a big body of water, Dana. It has waves that naturally flushes things
It would
out.
mess with the ecosystem, Kevin.
No, that is
Add to the ecosystem.
Depending what you eat, that's as natural as possible.
Just
boy.
put it in
Yeah.
the
Tell you
sand,
what.
make the hole in the sand.
Yes.
Yep.
My son was standing next to me and it's been summer here. We've been like drilling into him, like, you don't pee in the pool. You don't pee in the pool. And so he was standing next to me and I turned to him. I was like, hey, buddy, just like a reminder, you can pee in the ocean. It's okay. And he was like, oh, really? And then he got quiet and I was like, what's up? He's like, I'm peeing. I was like, not right next to me. You go over there.
Damn.
And she felt a warm blanket
damn.
a warm duvet come across her legs.
Yeah.
He like, give me a water sign.
Just walk that away, my friend. Anyway.
Well, you could tell them like fish do the same thing. That's just like Moana said.
Yeah,
It's
Fish
true.
pee in you.
Yeah, but that's different.
So
That
yes, but there were plentiful bathrooms, not just the ocean. They were very clean and wonderful.
Okay.
And they also had a ton of like the foot showers and the
That's
Okay.
cool. I dig
rinse the
that.
sand off kind of
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
like everywhere.
I
They had a
dig
bunch
that.
of those.
What about the amenities? Like, did they have like? Well, you said they had waves. I don't know if the waves are suitable for surfing, but like scuba diving.
Yeah, they
snorkeling?
have a lot less of that stuff. So you know how at Castaway they have like the banana boat thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
They have the like pedal big bikes that float on top of the water,
Right.
and like all kinds of rentals and stuff. They don't have as much of that stuff at Lookout Cay. They do have like you can rent snorkeling sets.
Probably because of the waves, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's not as much of that other stuff.
Yeah, they can't really control that.
There are a lot of cruises that do just Lookout Cay and Castaway Cay, like just the two Disney
Really?
spaces, and then come back. Yeah, and I was thinking like, oh, I don't know, that sounds kind of redundant to me, but it's not. Like they're two very different places, and so I would really be looking forward to one of those because I feel like you get the best of both worlds, and then you come
Dude,
back.
yes.
Oh, I
Yeah,
agree.
check it out. Yeah.
I mean,
I would
honestly,
rather that.
I don't even get out at Nassau. Nowadays I just stay
Yeah,
on the
we
boat.
didn't
I'm just
either.
like, I don't
Again,
feel like dealing with
if
that.
I want to go see the Bahamas, I'm going to go to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to Disney's version. That'd be like saying, hey, I want to go see New Orleans, so I'm going to go to New Orleans Square in Disneyland as opposed
Right.
to just going to the French Quarter, which is, hey, it's a nice representation, but it's not the
You're
real
not-
experience.
No, you're not going to get. You're going to get a cleaned up experience. If you want to
Right.
experience the Bahamas, I've done that with my parents.
Sanitize for your
Fly
protection.
in
Yeah.
and just have at it and just stay. I mean, it's it's a great place to visit. But
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
So
I think it's a good idea.
I would totally do that.
Yeah.
I would do that. Yeah, no, that's a great point.
Speaking of which, the Disney Destiny is the new ship that's going to be, like I said, stationed in Fort Lauderdale.
Mhm.
And it's going to be doing a lot of Lookout Cay. it's going to do those Castaway, Cay, Lookout Cay cruises. It's doing Lookout Cay and Nassau, like I just took, 4 and 5 nights. And it goes on sale on Thursday, which is tomorrow.
Oh,
from when this drops.
Yeah. Nice.
And this is the Haunted Mansion bar one, right?
Yes, it has the Haunted Mansion bar. It has the Pirates of the Caribbean bar.
Yes.
It has the Hercules staterooms that everybody's really excited about.
That's cool.
It's going to have the Guardians of the Galaxy themed Marvel restaurant. And then it will also have the Lion King dinner show.
That's cool. Okay, so this is like the new class of ship, right? The treasure.
It's the
class?
Wish.
It's the Wish class. It's,
Wish, Treasure.
So it's the second
They're
ship
all
in
the
that
same.
class. I got you.
It's the third. The
ship.
Treasure's the second one. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So it's the whole theme of the ship is heroes and villains. It has the Black Panther Grand Hall. The atrium is all Black Panther, Wakanda themed.
Really?
I've seen that. That looks gorgeous.
That looks really cool.
The character on the bow of the ship on the outside is Spider-Man.
I did not like that because he's fighting spider bots. We talked about
yes,
I remember you saying that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's very like there's going to be a lot of Marvel. There's going to be like a Lion King and then all those parks, bars and lounges, which would be really cool.
That's the other questionable one is the Lion King dinner show. I'm not sure about a Lion King dinner show. Like, what do they give you? Like big hunks of
muskrat,
zebra.
I don't know what the
wildebeest.
I don't know what the menu will be, but the dinner show itself looks really cool. It looks like Festival of the Lion King.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm not a big fan of that either. But Hercules dinner show would be awesome.
It's going to have a Hercules stage show.
I know. I'd like a dinner show though.
I know. Dinner show does sound cool.
I mean, come on, Mediterranean cuisine, like
Bless my soul, dessert is on the plate.
Welcome to Acropolis.
Yes.
But because it's the 4 and 5 night sailings, the prices are not that bad. I've seen the opening prices. They aren't as shocking as the treasure prices were.
Okay, good to know.
So it's definitely more affordable for that like newer ship experience and Lookout Cay. So I'm really excited about it. I will definitely be booking something. Probably the sailings right now, the ones that will release on Thursday, September 12th, they go out till like April of 2026. I think we're going to be more like summer or late 2026. So we're not going to be able to book quite yet. But that's only because, like I just said, I'm really hoping to go to Aulani for my 40th birthday in February. And that's going to be an expensive trip. So I don't know that we have the monies to do the Destiny right away.
Right.
But
that's fair.
You only turned 40 once though.
I know. And I really want to go see Pearl Harbor. I'm a history teacher. My sister lives out in LA. And so her family is going to come meet us in Hawaii. And my parents are going to come. My mom's retiring from 4+ decades of teaching. So it's gonna be a big family trip.
Cool
We're excited.
that?
Yeah.
Well, you got to take that long trek from one side of the country to the other.
Yes.
And then past it.
Yes. And then longer.
That's fair. Yeah.
You just tell Josh if you really, really loved me.
Yeah, right. We could do the Destiny and Aulani.
Exactly.
I thought you were going to say, if you can dream it, we can do it.
Yeah, well, we can dream it. And I'm sure Visa credit cards would tell us that we can do it, but we should not do it.
Yeah, Disney Visa might say otherwise.
Disney Visa says you can definitely do
go
it.
for it, gal.
Yeah.
The interest rate is low.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 months is just free.
Like just a standard room. Like what would it cost right now? Just for like a 5-night cruise?
Oh boy, I don't have those like prices right off the top of my head.
But ballpark.
Yeah, I sent some ballparks to people. This was like opening pricing though. It definitely would have gone up a little bit, right? Because this is like the way that Disney Cruise Line works is the earlier you book, the less expensive the cruise is.
Right.
And then as the ship begins to fill, the prices go up. And the opening pricing is only accessible to certain
groups of people.
Yeah.
Cruise a lot.
Yes. The people. So it starts out with your Pearl members and then your Platinum and your Gold. And then if you're like DVC or Golden Oaks or all those people, like you get different times to touch them. So the pricing I have here is like before people really got to book, but November 24th to the 28th, 2025. So this is only the second sailing. It's over Thanksgiving week. So it's a holiday week.
That's a holiday week. Yeah.
For 2 adults in an inside stateroom, it was $3,606. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
For a 4-night cruise on a holiday.
That is not
and
bad.
that's the second sailing ever. So usually those are a little bit more expensive because they're capturing that like very eager crowd.
Right.
I also quoted a family of 5 real quick. So I'm going to see if I can pull that up.
That'd be me.
Yeah.
It'd be great if it was just 5,000. All right, makes sense. It tracks.
This was for February 23rd to the 28th. So this is a 5-night sailing in 2026. And it was $5,127 for a family of, this was for 4. I'm sorry, not 5, for 4.
Oh,
Sorry.
leave your least favorite kid at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah.
Just kick one out. But $5,000 for a 5-night cruise for a family of 4 is not terrible.
No,
Not terrible.
Not,
no.
not
It's
terrible at all.
No.
That's very reasonable.
That one did Lookout Cay and Nassau.
Okay.
Okay.
I like it.
The other one I said did, I believe it does the 2 Disney Islands, which would be really cool.
Yeah, I like that better.
Yeah, I do. I'd want to experience that type of cruise. I think that'd be a lot more fun, for at least for my family, for sure. I think they dig that. I'll have to look
So
at
I
that.
think-
Okay.
Yeah, you're looking at now that prices will have gone up now that they're going to be available to the public. So I think you're looking at somewhere in that $5,000 price range for like a family of 4, a little bit more for larger families, less
Okay.
if you're a group of 2.
All right. I dig it.
Sounds
I
good.
dig it. Well, awesome, Rachel. That was great to hear. You got my, I don't know what you call it.
Undivided attention.
I know I would say en vie here
Your
in
money.
Louisiana, en vie, which
Your
is like a
your boosh is amused?
yes, my boosh is
Oh, Lord.
Your taint has been tickled?
that's right.
Oh,
All that.
boy. That's a
I didn't
happy
do that.
man right there.
Those are all positives. There's no negatives to any of those
Yeah,
statements.
you're going to need a lot of them
But
drinks.
yes, I want to put a
boy.
deposit on the cruise like tomorrow.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Not today
Well,
because
you
I don't
can.
get paid yet. But tomorrow. But look, guys, hopefully this wet your whistle and you want to do a cruise. And always look, you can book it through Rachel, and a little bit of
Yes.
that comes back to support us. And Rachel's about to tell you how to do that in just a little bit. Well, y'all, we hope you enjoyed that discussion about Lookout Cay or Key or Disney Cruise Line or Disney Magic, the ships, anything. Look, if you want to learn more about us, magicourway.com is the way to go. There you'll find our social media links, past episodes, and more. Plus, if you want to get in touch with us to share your opinions, you can do so through the following ways. First of all, shoot us an email at show@magicourway.com or call or send us a text message at 1-815-MOWican. That is 1-815-
MOWican.
669-4226. And of course, we have a couple people do things outside of the podcast. First of all, we got Eli that does things with comics. Eli, sup, sir?
Yes, sir. When you guys are out there on the internet, please feel free to visit my website, www.ivorycomics.com. You can see all the work that I have. Project Geisha, Savages, and the Molly Be Damned. All work is fully colored, 48 pages. The only ad for them is for this podcast. Also on the website, you can find blogs and interviews and a link to the Magic Our Way podcast. So you never miss a beat, never miss an episode, never miss a trip report, never miss a wind tunnel. There you go right there. So again, appreciate the support, www.ivorycomics.com. On social media, you can find me on Facebook, Eli H. Ivory. And as long as you're a real person, it's a pleasure to meet you. But if you're a bot, I cannot greet you. I cannot do this. I do not need somebody trying to offer me credit cards at high interest rates telling me I can get a trip to Mars. I'm totally good with that.
Oh, the Visa guy.
Yeah.
No interest rate. Book that cruise today.
Come do it now. Right, no, thank you. Can't give you my credit card number. I watch LifeLock. I know how that works. Also, on Facebook, there's a Project Geisha fan page. So again, facebook.com/Project Geisha. Also on Instagram, posting up the hearts and the likes and see what you guys got. EIV504 is how you can find me there. And of course, on X, I can be found at Hancock 10166. So yes, if you appreciate the madness, you're bringing me the gladness. Thank you very much.
And if you want to book that Disney Cruise Line vacation, experience everything we talked about on this show, you can do it through Rachel. Rachel, tell them how to do this.
Yes, I would love to. You can reach me at Rachel, RACHEL, at magicourway.com. It is totally free to book with me, no extra cost, and I can help as much or as little as you like. And the real benefit is that instead of all of your vacation dollars just going to those big corporations, a little piece of your trip comes back to support this podcast and this fan community at no extra cost to you. I book Universal vacations. I book Disney destinations, cruises, the resorts, all that good stuff, Disneyland, Disney World. I book Royal Caribbean, Celebrity Cruises, Virgin Voyages, you name it, major hotel brands around the world. If you're traveling, reach out because it costs you nothing. And again, you help this fan community, you help support this podcast, and it is so appreciated. So yeah, find me, Rachel at magicourway.com. You can also call or text me. My number is 978-432-WISH. That's WISH. You can also find me on social media. I'm at Our Family Magic. Well, I had to think about that for a second. I'm at Our Family Magic on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok and YouTube. And yeah, I'm honored when everybody reaches out and lets me know that they want me to help them plan their trip. So please do.
So if y'all want to access all the info we just mentioned, go to magicourway.com/about us. Also, if you want to elevate your support of the Magic Our Way podcast, go to patreon.com/magicourway. Also, another option to support us, and it only costs a minute or so of your time, is to leave a rating and a review in Apple Podcasts and or wherever you access our show, whether it is YouTube, Spotify, Podbean, etc. Any way in which you can support the show is deeply appreciated. We also want to thank you for being a loyal listener. We always love hearing from our listeners. All opinions are always welcome on the Magic Our Way podcast, so get in touch with us today. So we say Kwaharini. My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
Magic out.
All right. Nachos are on plates.
And you are. Bye!